I hate the odd ones out. You know, something that always happens is whenever I am the only person to hate someone else for the longest time, everyone else suddenly starts hating them too, making me not special. And this is one of those times. I have hated the odd ones out for so long, and I thought it's only a matter of time before he does something that makes everyone hate him. And yeah, I was right. And that's the whole reason why I'm making this video. It really seems like the odd ones out is almost universally liked, which is why I felt different for absolutely disliking him. And I want to get it straight that I hated him way before any of you did, so I'm better and stuff. And me hating him was supposed to be my thing on this channel. I was supposed to be special.
But how can you not like him? He's one of the best animators. He's an OG.
Now let me clarify something. I didn't always hate him. His old videos are amazing, fantastic, exquisite. They're tender, cooked thoroughly, and perfect. Which leads to the reason on why I hate him. His new videos fucking suck! So I don't technically hate the odd ones out, I hate new odd ones out. And let me tell you what made his old videos so good. Something I always thought made him stand out, made him the odd one out, was that his animation was simple. It wasn't too dynamic or too static, but it had a good amount of static, which is why he stood out as a big YouTuber. You would think to be one of the great big animators of YouTube that you would need to have crazy and high quality animation, but he proved that you didn't have to be a god tier animator to make it big. And his animation being simple shows how much of a good storyteller he was. His videos managed to be entertaining even without amazing animation, because he knew how to word a story in a funny and entertaining way. Like, his voice is so iconic. The way he spoke in the video just gave it such a good vibe. But all of that applied to his old videos. Now let's look at his new videos. What is this? The animation is good now! What the fuck? That defeats the whole purpose, you idiot! At some point, his characters and all that started moving way more. This is too much moving! The backgrounds got more detailed, the damn background characters got clothes and hair and shit, what the hell? This defeats the whole point of his channel! The whole point was his animation was supposed to be simple, and now look at this! And worst of all, the worst thing to ever happen in the history of anything ever was the damn fact that they got fingers! Ew, what the fuck is that? Why do they have those? What are you doing? Why did you give them fingers? Him giving all his characters fingers just threw everything off. Like, I didn't feel safe anymore. Life just wasn't the same. He took my happiness away. We were used to the numbs they used to have. They were simple and cute. And now it's fucking gross and weird. And fun fact, someone actually got the opportunity to confront him about it. He did some dumb haha funny YouTube short Q&A and someone asked him about the finger thing and he actually responded to it. Yes, someone can confront him about it and let him know that we hate it. So the person asked, why do you draw realistic hands now? It's disturbing. Uh-huh. And it's hot. Nah! You were doing good at first. You asked him why he did it and called it gross, but then you just had to ruin it by calling it hot. Now he thinks we like this shit. That was our only chance. We're not gonna get it back, Pango Banana. Another thing about his characters and stuff not having much detail back then was that whenever they did get more detail, like at a random moment, for example, getting more fingers or more dynamic animation, he could pull it off in a funny way. But now that the stupid animation is good, he can't make having more detail funny because it's already fucking detailed. So if he did try doing that, it would just end up going like, wait, was that supposed to be funny? And the animation is so good now that it's not good. The same thing applies to animations, by the way. At a certain point, his animation was pretty good, but then he increased it too much, and now it just looks like a bunch of noodles. And for the record, I also don't like animations. Okay, that one might actually be blasphemy to you guys, because he definitely does not have any haters. So I said that I was special for hating the odd ones out, because it seems like nobody else hated him. And for the most part, that is true. Not that many people seem to mind his fall off. But after he let go most of his team or whatever recently and people started hating on him, I saw some people talk about how he fell off. So I guess there are a few of us haters. And there might be a lot more coming in after what he did, which by the way is definitely not as bad as the other stuff I mentioned. But if you're one of the newcomers, just know that you are not the same as me. You hate him for letting go of his team or whatever he did, and I hate him for more valid reasons. Nobody hates him like I do. Other criticisms I've noticed about him are that he's a sellout now and he feels like corporate, which, yeah, I guess are true. But honestly, he could burn down an orphanage and I wouldn't care that he did that as much as the fingers. But now I want to talk about when he fell off. So it really seems like a lot of YouTubers fell off during 2020, and this includes theOdd1sOut. I think his last good video was his junk food video. It had the oldish vibe enough to be considered good, and I like to believe that the exact point where he fell off was with his conspiracy theory video. Something about that video just wasn't that good. The topic didn't really seem something you would normally talk about, and it just gave me a bad taste in my mouth, like Kool-Aid. Okay, so I decided to go and actually watch that video along with some of the few ones that came after it, and I was wrong. That video was actually not bad, and his Camp Geronimo video was actually really good. I realized that his fall off was gradual and not sudden. And by the way, this isn't my first time watching them, I was just revisiting them. But I still think that he fell off during 2020. He fell off right about here and beyond. Another thing I want to talk about is an indication of his fall off. His music videos. His music videos are the most perfect representation on how he fell off. If you don't know what I mean, just think about how McDonald's used to look like compared to now, and how that's an indicator that the world has gone gray and stale. His two music videos show his descent in content. Let's take a look at his old music video. It really captures the essence of his old ways. It's an upbeat and bright song, yet has a lot of dark humor and comedic moments that are handled perfectly. Positivity, that's what I like to see. That's what I'm all about. Everything about it is good, even the special guest. Now let's take a look at his new music video. What the fuck is this? It's just him doing bad stuff for no reason? Why? What the fuck? He's throwing trash in the ocean. Don't you see how these two videos capture his fall off? He went from a positive, upbeat song to a negative song about him being a dickhead for no reason. I bet this song is just him trying to be cool and edgy. Bro, just because you cuss and you're negative doesn't make you cool. Like, imagine doing that? Douchebag behavior, if you ask me. What?
Why did you call that music video new? It's like 5 years old.
Look, anything from 2020 is new, alright? Since he decided to change everything and defeat the whole purpose of his static animation, I was surprised to see that he didn't improve the lip syncing. Their mouths still just open. But maybe it's only a matter of time before he changes that too. But his animation wasn't the only thing that he changed. I am about to go over one of his most heinous crimes. This one really hurt me. It made me not even want to live anymore. I considered whether or not it was even worth to continue in my life. One day, he decided to change his banner. No! Why, bro? There was nothing wrong with the original! You know what? Fine. Sometimes people want a bit of change, and that's fine. But that doesn't apply here because what the hell is this? Oh my gosh, of course you had to add the version with fingers. And when the hell did you ride a skateboard? You can't ride a damn skateboard. And it's not just the fact that this is a shitty banner. It's the fact that he chose this over this? The original is so much better with all the characters and memories and shit, and this banner just doesn't make any sense. It's such a random choice for a banner. If you're gonna change it, at least make it good. At this point, I'm surprised he didn't change his iconic logo. Oh shit, you better not. What do we talk about next? Let's pick on this one. He made a 50-minute long video? Why would you watch that? You either watch a new Odd1sOut video or you watch a 50-minute long video. Not both. That's like you either get shot in the eye or get your foot ripped off. Not both. And by the way, watching a 50-minute long video isn't an inherently bad thing, unless you have like a low attention span. Imagine not being able to watch a long video. Now, I gotta admit something. After a lot of Dookie videos, I stopped watching him. So I actually haven't even seen lots of his most recent videos. So you're calling his new videos bad and you don't even know if that's true or not? I don't have to watch them completely to know they're bad. I can see that the animation is still good and they still have fingers. And if the videos were bad not that long ago, then they are sure as hell still bad now. But maybe I should watch some of them just to make sure they are still bad. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I watched his 1-star reviews video and his forms of animation video, and they're okay. Still a lot of high budget animation and a lot of sound effects. It's like they're trying to appeal to a way younger audience. So I would say that the videos are still not that good, and definitely not as good as the old ones. This next thing I'm about to talk about, I'm sure you'll agree with me on, and it doesn't just apply to theOdd1sOut, but other YouTubers too, like Mr. Beast. And you guessed it, I don't like his new videos as much as his old ones either. But basically, whenever a YouTuber gets so big and they hire a bunch of people to work on the videos for them, it kind of ruins them as a YouTuber. They don't feel as relatable and individual anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel as personal or something that they have fun doing. When the videos get higher production, they no longer give the vibe that they're a fun conversation that you're having with a person. They give the vibe that that person is talking to a way bigger crowd. You don't feel as connected to them as before. I mean, Mr. Beast, for example, his new videos are aight, but I miss the days where it was just him and his friends doing stupid shit and being funny. He really felt like a real YouTuber back then and not some huge reality show. Okay, so I'm recording this after I finish this whole script. Right after I finished writing the script and saying this stuff about Mr. Beast, I found out that some guy recently made a video calling him out for the same shit I said. Again, with people hating on someone after I hated them. And Mr. Beast even responded! Are you kidding me? That was supposed to be me! The guy mentioned how the videos don't feel as personal and like they're not having fun, which is what I just said. He also said the members don't have personalities, and that was something I always believed, so I'm just gonna say it right now. Another problem with Mr. Beast videos now are the OG members. Back then, they were actually interesting and funny and actually did shit. But now, all they do is just stand there and do nothing. Their only purpose now is to say one-liners whenever something crazy happens. Like, that was crazy. That's gonna sting later. So yeah, I always knew this shit and stuff, and I'm upset. Anyways, on with the video. And I know what you're about to say. Well, the theOdd1sOut had a team during the old days too, so it's actually not that big of a deal. I mean, yeah, he did, but back then it wasn't too many people. His team wasn't so big that it ruined the videos. They still felt They still felt decently low budget. Fuck you. It definitely was not as big as the armies he has now. Or had. And something I would like to point out is that Nations also has a whole fucking army. And I'm just wondering, why the fuck does he have that many people working on videos? The animation isn't even that crazy. How does he have all those people working on it? It's not a damn Pixar movie. I mean, the animation seems similar enough to how it looked back when he didn't have as many people working for him, and it's not like the videos are being uploaded that frequently either. So I really wonder what all those people are doing. Well, I think that concludes everything. I might be missing something I've always wanted to say because I've been holding in all these opinions on him for so long, so I could be forgetting something. But I did say that me hating him was supposed to be a running thing on this channel, so I guess I could just say the stuff I'm forgetting later. But to summarize, theOdd1sOut used to be a great YouTuber, but his stupid change in animation, humor, and content style has led to his fall off. And he pissed me off so much that I deemed him as my least favorite YouTuber. Damn, that's crazy. And by the way, I'm still subscribable to him because I can't get myself to unsubscribable.